What I'll call the murky middle is actually no middle ground at all. It is your ground, one that is filled with richness of thought, emotion, context, variability, and dynamism. It is what makes you an individual rather than simply a consumer, an automaton. There is no ideal diet, athletic activity, lifestyle, and profession, etc. out there for you. Sure, you can do a diet, you can join a fitness program and get results from all this, but to be sustainable and optimal, you have to venture into that murky middle in every aspect of your life and think for yourself to make it your own. Now today I want to start my myth busting by busting through the binary thinking that is so pervasive in today's culture. Once again, we've been sold and told sound bites of information that get us to react instead of think. And this gives us this binary thinking. And this is by design. It is convenient. It's convenient for us in our time-constrained world, and it's convenient for the purveyors of that content. A simple, convenient, and definitive message that circumvents context and thought. Yes, no, black, white, ones, zeros, Republican or Democrat, capitalism or communism, plant-based or carnivore, cardio or resistance. You get the picture, right? It's in everything we do now. This binary thinking. The current culture of binary thinking brought to you by technology is actually not binary at all. Yes, that's right, not binary at all, because most of us are preconditioned to where we are so entrenched now in these conformational biases, we do not have choice. We are led to believe we are making a choice, binary choice, when in fact the choice has been made and we are beholden to a narrative that is not really our own. We think it is. Until one has the humility to recognize this, we will cling to groupthink rather than our potential as a thinking individual. Now, what I'll call the murky middle is actually no middle ground at all. It is your ground, one that is filled with richness of thought, emotion, context, variability, and dynamism. It is what makes you an individual rather than simply a consumer, an automaton. The problem is there is no convenient set of protocols for you in your life. You have to do a certain amount of making it up as you go. It's yours. You have to think. There are going to be challenges, problem solving, and innovation. You have to be an entrepreneur to a certain extent. But with that comes failure, errors, and waste, and nobody wants that. And no matter what the experts say, there is nothing efficient and streamlined in the individual. Each of us is unique and a miracle. Yet our ability to problem solve has given us convenience. Today, a lot of convenience. And guess what? We're addicted to that convenience, and therein lies the key to finding your murky middle. For every convenience we trade away our innate ability to better ourselves and or prevent or solve our individual challenges. We give away that thinking, that working thought. And it shows us when you look at the health statistics of so many first world countries, especially the United States, the binary, the simple, no longer applies. Doesn't matter what your political or religious affiliation is, your sexual orientation, cultural affinity or identity, ethnicity, etc. There is no ideal diet, athletic activity, lifestyle, and profession, etc., out there for you. Sure, you can do a diet, you can join a fitness program and get results from all this, but to be sustainable and optimal, you have to venture into that murky middle in every aspect of your life and think for yourself to make it your own. This requires humility, and the humility to recognize things aren't black and white, left and right, right or wrong, but somewhere in that murky middle. And in that murky middle, you have to be able to recognize what is right for you in the context of your life and activities, even though it may go against previous held notions you had and the thought of your peers. Now, can you harness tools, programs, and experiences of others? Absolutely. And then once again, having the humility to recognize this can save you a lot of having to go through those missteps and learning experiences, as long as you take the time and thought to make them your own, rather than that program, that tool, that person, etc., that guru, etc., owning you by simply becoming an automaton and a follower. Like follow yourself. Like training, there are no shortcuts. And as they say, nobody does your push-ups for you, and nobody can do those mental push-ups for you either. Now, when you recognize your potential lies in that murky middle, that hard to parse through stuff, and not the convenient, rather than co-opting the convenient things, everything becomes crystal clear. Stake out your murky middle, it'll become clear to you, and own it. Now, this individualization of the murky middle, it's a constant of why our athletes succeed sustainably.